Fuzzy and Donald Trump made it. We still got the thumbs up. It was a pretty tough road for them, though, actually, because they got strip searched at the airport coming in. But as you can see, the views back there. There's some nice views. If anybody wants to see them, this is a pretty good spot. Trump and Fuzzy, they love it, and we're gonna have a good time. So, a lot of stuff happening, and I know you guys miss me. Everybody out there missing me. Well, all 2 and 3 are my watchers. So as we know, what we do is we blow whistles, we call penalties, and every now and then we get a first down. So let's get going here. 7 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock. I don't even know what time we're on. Must be Western time zone, I guess. 3 o'clock. We're over here in Alaska, so it's early here. And we'll keep rolling. And I try to get my iPad working, but I can't seem to get it go live on my iPad. I don't know how come. It's a pretty nice picture, too, actually. I like it, but it just seems not to go very good with the iPad. So here we are with my buddies. Let me get them. They were strip shirts at the airport. Yeah, they did. They opened up the suitcase and was like, what do you guys got in here? Where are you going? I mean, 90 questions, wondering what's going on with my little pals here. But they made it with me out here to Alaska, and we'll talk about a few things. So the first one is, let's read the rule. Today's rule is an illegal batted ball, all right? It's rule number 2, section 27, if anybody's interested in that. And there's 3 types of an illegal batted ball. 1, with an illegal bat, right? So if you got an illegal bat, that's an illegal batted ball. The batter's going to be out. With any part of either foot is in contact with home plate. So if you're going to swing the bat and your foot is touching home plate, it's an automatic out. All right, automatic out. The third one is with one or both feet on the ground and entirely out of the batter's box. Now, this is a little bit different in high school than college. College is if you're just touching the line in the batter's box, it's an automatic out. In high school, you got to be, your whole foot has to be completely out of the box, and it's got to be on the ground at contact. Now, that's pretty hard to see. If you guys think about baseball, it's pretty hard to see when you're hitting the ball if your foot's on the ground out of the batter's box. It's pretty tough to see. That's a hard one. Not many people call that one. You'll see a few that you'll see a few out there that calls on the plate. You can see the plate sometimes. Sometimes batters will square up and stand on the plate, getting ready to bunt. They're my easy ones to get. So the question I have for you today is California's Governor Newsom. With this new rule, he infected that the California people cannot travel to 4 states. First of all, it's called penalty. So Newsom's got a 15-yard personal foul penalty just for interfering in people's lives. So now there's 4 states you can't travel to if you live in California. Florida's one of them. Alabama's one of them. They're all red states. His reasoning is they're anti-LGBTQ, which is far from the truth. They're all pro-women. There's a big difference between pro-woman and anti-lesbian or anti-happy is what they used to call it on Saturday Night Live back in the 80s. It'd be like, you're happy. But there's a big difference between that. And now he's even saying that the college teams, think about this, now the college teams got to fundraise. If UCLA wants to go play Alabama, or if they want to go play Florida, Florida State, or the University of Miami, they got to fundraise to get there. The government's no longer helping them go to these states. So the question is Governor Newsom's foot completely out of the box? I would have to say yes. I would have to say Governor Newsom is an idiot, and he's got a 15-yard penalty, but guess what? A 1,000,000-yard penalty for all you idiots listening to him. So all you people in California is going to let this guy run your life. 1,000,000-yard penalties. In fact, I think the rest of us over here, as I talk to people in Alaska, California should just be its own country. because you guys are so far out there. We don't even know where you're at. We have no idea where you people even stand. You're so far out there. You're not even in reality world anymore. And now the people in California, you got to begin to vote these people out. You got to begin to vote all these people out. And I was just talking to somebody again the other day, and I said it on the Fuzzy show before. They're all like, well, we need term limits. We need term limits. We are the term limits. You guys don't understand that. If you get somebody been there 2 terms, vote them out. I don't care if they're Republican. I don't care if they're Democrat. I don't care what. If they're running for the same seat for two consecutive terms, the 3rd term, get them out. Vote them out. That's us. We don't need them to sign some bill for a term limit. We got the right to get them out. And now we got to focus on getting these people out of office. The other thing too is there's so many people still stuck on the fact of how Trump talked. Just the other day on Facebook, going back and forth on somebody about Trump and his lies. And I said, just give me one lie. I just want one. Something like Obama said that you can keep your doctor if you like him, or, whatever the case was. And he twisted the whole thing. Oh, yeah, diversion. No, these are facts. All right, I pointed out facts to this guy. And he comes back with, well, how about his inauguration was the largest ever? Oh, that hurt my feelings. If that's not true. I don't know if it's not true. It's the largest inauguration I ever seen. I mean, largest one I ever seen. And he says just 8,000 more, right? Oh, can you give me one of the 8,000? Now we're finding out everything he said. Oh, the virus come from the Wuhan lab. Remember what him saying that? And all these real liberals went crazy. Find out it's true. Remember how the liberals spread the fact that he tear gassed all these people in the park so he could go take a selfie at the church? Found out that's not what happened. These people continue to lie. And the people that voted for Joe Biden, here's a situation that I think everybody that listens to me probably agrees, okay? Is we just do not want to believe, even though we know there is, we just do not want to believe there's people dumb enough to vote for Joe Biden. We just don't want to believe it. We cannot, in my foggiest mind, picture somebody, especially school teachers, who's the most democratic, hateful people in the world. They hate America. They hate our kids. I mean, I tell people this all the time, if I had kids, they would not be going to a public school. You are the most defaced people I've ever seen in my life. I'm not talking to all of you. I'm talking to a large percentage, though. A large freaking 85% are so hate-filled people that it's just sickening to watch this thing going on in America, and the teachers are right in the midst of it, just trying to shove it down our kids' throat. Now you got this, what's it called? Some kind of theory. Now you're racist if you're white. It doesn't have anything to do with me being white. You're just racist now. Now you're critical race theory. That's what it's called. I was trying to find the name of it. Critical race theory. It's just a game. It's a ploy for the government to begin taking over. Look at even what I just said about California, right? Okay, California. Now you can't travel. There's 4 states you can't travel to. And my wife asked me today, says, well, how can they make you do that? Well, you know what? They made us for a year and a half wear masks. They made us for a year and a half stay home from work. They made us for a year and a half not be able to go out to dinner. They made us for a year and a half do all this stuff. What do you mean how are they going to do it? There's dumb people that listen. There's people that have no heart and soul. There's people that don't want to look in the mirror and tell themselves the truth. And I'm sick and tired of watching these people on Facebook trash Trump, but never give me a truth. Give me one truth, for God's sakes. They trash these people, and I'll tell you right now, I think Trump is the greatest president of my lifetime. He's the greatest president. You know why he's the greatest president? Because he cared about you and he cared about me. He cared about America. He cared about your children. He cared about the welfare of America. He cared about the security of America. You know what he actually did? He went to other countries and made them pay their fair share because America's done being the freaking billy goat. America's done being the freaking ass. Oh, wait. No, we're back being the ass because we voted in Joe Biden. But we're done being these people. And that's what Trump was. And you guys want to trash Trump, but Trump protected you. He protected your finances. He protected your children. And you know what? 20 million people voted for Biden. It wasn't 85 million. We all know that. on Facebook the other day, and somebody actually, a liberal actually said, you can't fight with these guys. We're outnumbered. Well, we know you're outnumbered. That's how we know Trump won. You are outnumbered. You're outnumbered for people that love America and love the truth is what you're outnumbered of. And you got these people in California. I can't even understand why you people still live in California. Pack up, move. Florida would love to have you. Texas would love to have you. All these Republican states would love to have you. Ohio would love to have you. You guys should just pack up and move. Maybe they'll get the message. You know, I'm not much one for boycotting. I'm really not a big boycott guy. But, you know, maybe sometimes we got to stand up and start boycotting these people. I mean, maybe we just got to say, you know what, enough's enough. I'm done with it. I'm tired of it. And here we go. It's just a bad situation that we got ourselves into. The Republican Party got us into. Don't forget that. The whole reason I started this podcast, one, was the Republican Party let us down. On January 6th, it could have been our Declaration of Independence in the political world, right? I mean, it could have been. No, January 7th, the Republican Party made it our 9/11. They made it our political 9/11 by turning their backs on the American people. And this chick up here in Alaska, this Liz Murkowski, I think she's going to be out. People don't like her up here. People don't like her. The other day, somebody said, you know, I always thought, like, you know, she's a rhino, right? She's a rhino, which basically in my mind was, you know, there's no control or whatever the case is. But really, the rhino stands for, I just learned this the other day. I can go to sleep now. Republican in name only. That's why they call her rhino. Republican in name only. That's why they call them that. Them and Mitt Romney and all these people do not love America. They love power and they love greed. That's all it's about. Power and greed. Just give them money. Just found out today, darn near $500 million from the guy that owns Facebook. Forgot his name now. Zuckerballs or whatever his name is. $500,000, just about $500,000 was feeding into these elections. They were paying people to close. He paid people to shut the windows in Michigan while they're counting the ballots. Zuckerballs, yeah, they paid people almost $500 million throughout the whole America out of his own pocket. And there's a bunch more money, but out of Zuckerberg's own pocket, almost $500,000. All right, they're focusing on, oh, this and this. No. These people are corrupt. And half of America, if you guys are following these people, you're flat out wrong. You're flat out wrong. Now, the good news is, I'll give you some good news, right? 1st and 10 for the governor of South Dakota. She told Joe Biden to stick it up his butt. She's going to have fireworks anyway. I just seen that today. So 1st and 10 for the governor of South Dakota. 1st and 10 and she's sending troops down to Texas for the border. We're getting overrun. You know, that's another thing I'd like to ask all you libertards out there. You know, you're so anti-Trump, okay? Just what lie are people talking about? You know, they talk about he runs his mouth. Well, he told us that Joe Biden, if elected, was going to kill hundreds of thousands of jobs. Well, I think he was right, right? He's right. He told us that the border was going to be overwhelmed. Well, he's right. I think he's right. It's a wide open gate. He told us that he's pro-China, anti-American. Well, he's showing that true colors to himself. So he's right. So I just like to ask, what kind of rubbish do you think he was saying when he's telling you the truth? Because he loves America. Thumbs up. Thumbs up for Trump. He loves America. Now, there's going to be some things happening here. I'm going to tell you, you're going to hear it right here. Some people already heard it. I can't say you heard it on the Fuzzy Show first, but there's things about to take place within the next couple months. Things have been going on behind the scenes that really we haven't even seen. We're all wondering what's taking place. We're all wondering what's taking so long. How long can the Lord let these people ruin America? See, that's the question. How long? Well, there's things that are going to take place, people. There's things going to happen over the next couple months, probably. It's going to be astounding. It's going to blow your mind. We're going to wonder what's taking place. Well, you're going to know right now that things are starting to funnel into the direction that we need to go. Things are going to start stepping up. Now, if you're one of the people that can't look in the mirror and tell the truth, you're going to be on the wrong side of the fence. You're going to miss the whole opportunity, what's taking place. So I beg you today to start looking in the mirror and telling the truth. Telling the truth. You just got to tell it to yourself. Had one guy on Facebook back and forth, and it's like, once you start telling the guy the truth, they just like, oh, I'm done with this conversation. I'm out. See, they don't want to face the truth. And the truth is, things are going to take place. Coming down the pipe. Going to be some wild things happening, crazy things happening, and America is going to be standing tall. Standing tall. The other thing about the boycott situation is this lady that turned her back on the American flag. I agree with everybody that's saying stuff that she doesn't belong in the Olympics. If you don't want to play, if you don't want to compete in the Olympics for America, well, go somewhere else, man. Go somewhere else. Go compete with somebody else. America, we want a united America. That's what sports are for, is to unite us. They're here to unite us. And here you got people doing this stuff. This is just ridiculous. And then you got Jalen Rose. I just heard this just 20 minutes ago. Because they put a white guy on the Olympic basketball team, the American basketball team. God forbid you put a white man on there. And Jalen Rose is, why are they so afraid to make it an all-black team? Well, dude, it's been an all-black team the last 3-4 years. These people are, it's completely one-sided now. It's completely one-sided. Stay focused, people. Stay on the side of the truth. Look in the mirror, tell yourself the truth, and you know what? We're going to be good to go. And this is Fuzzy. Over and out. There's Fuzzy. All right. That was it. 15, 20 minutes. Boy. I don't have any commercial breaks.